If you were to tell someone that you just purchased a new car for under £14,000, with an average fuel economy of up to 38 miles per gallon, as high as 42 on a motorway run with cruise control, and is under £400 a year to tax, chances are they probably wouldn't guess a Range Rover. But the reality is, that's exactly what this car represents. It sounds like you're describing an extremely practical, small city runabout or a saloon of some kind, and yet here's the reality. A full-size 4x4 with full luxury kit, even more so in the case of this car because it's an Autobiography dynamic no less, from of course 2013, meaning of course it's a facelift generation Range Rover in a very, very nice choice of colour. This is a colour which we very occasionally see of chilly red, very nicely accented with the full heated climate seats, including ebony and ocean grey leather. It's a gorgeous looking car, as we said, and even though we can't say this for a fact, it may well be that this choice of colour was a very deliberate nod back to many of the styling cues of the Range Stormer concept car, which in many ways you can certainly see the similarities with on the actual production versions here, which of course in its own way was finished in a very reminiscent, almost lava orange-esque colour. Incidentally, when it comes to this car's price, it still of course has the option of low deposit financing if you did want to further spread out that cost, but even without financing, if you look around on the market these days, you can quite easily spend £14,000, or in this case less, on a small hatchback, and yet look at the sheer level of kit which you get in one of these cars. And of course the reason why it's so efficient, up around 38 miles to the gallon average, as high as 42 as we said on the motorway, is because of that engine. A 300 horsepower 3-litre V6 diesel with 440 foot-pounds of pulling power at 600 newtons of torque, which of course means that, as so many people do, you could absolutely use it as a towing vehicle, a holiday car if you wanted to. But again, with that kind of efficiency and economy, there's really no reason why you couldn't use it as a daily driver, a commuter, certainly a school runner, a shopping car, and everything in between. Its choice of colour is not the only special thing about this car though, because it's actually, speaking to the point of being a family car, a very rare 7-seat version of the Range Rover Sport. Those 2 additional fold-down rear seats could come in extremely handy as a family car, and given that this exact car already has a full service history behind it, including having just been serviced by ourselves as well, well, for somebody looking for an even more practical, visually stunning example of a Range Rover Sport, it might be one of the key examples to consider, certainly for this kind of price range. Now, one of the reasons why that history is so important is because this is, as we've said before, a Range Rover which has already proven itself. It wears its 118,000 miles on its sleeve. This car is in stunning condition, and if you were to look at it even up close in person, certainly drive it and absolutely show it to your neighbours, they would easily assume it were half that, if not less, which again is a testament to how well taken care of it has been. But of course, being a Range Rover, absolutely an Autobiography, we have to talk about the luxury, the tech, the goodies, all of that kit packed into one of these cars. We already of course mentioned the 7 seats with the fully heated interior. It also has adaptive xenons with signature day running LEDs, LED lights on the rear as well. Those are also self-leveling and self-washing lights on the front, triple zone climate control, a 1700 watt Meridian sound system. As we've said before, that is one of the key reasons why many people do look for the Autobiography, because of that fantastic audio quality. Another key feature which many people are keen on is the adaptive cruise control. It has multiple additional 12-volt power points, as well as of course Bluetooth, auxiliary inputs, USB, touchscreen display, as well as of course those front and rear parking sensors and reverse camera as well. Built-in navigation, as you would assume, that sliding panoramic roof, heated steering wheel also to go alongside those heated seats, power opening and closing tailgate, a twin-speed high and low ratio transfer box, which in real terms means you can certainly drive it comfortably on the road. Emphasis on comfort, because of course with that adjustable height electronic air suspension, they are some of the most comfortable cars you will ride in. It also has torque vectoring, adaptive dynamics. The list just goes on and on when it comes to the kit in these cars. And in addition to being a 7-seater, it also has ISOFIX anchor points if you do need to fit child seats as well. In other words, you have the space and the seats of a people carrier, but the luxury factor of, well, a Range Rover, the ride quality of one as well. But even so, under £400 a year on tax, a up around 40 miles per gallon average, and crucially tying it all up together under that lovely bow of being under £14,000. That is an incredible Christmas present potentially for someone, and speaking of which, this car was originally registered mid-December of 2013. So at the time, it most likely probably was a fantastic Christmas present for someone, and it could well be again this year. So of course, if you are already on the lookout for a Range Rover Sport and you are keen on that stunning colour, extra seats, fantastic price, and of course full service history to back it up, then this might be a prime car for you to consider. Of course, then you could reach out regarding it via the email address shown right here on screen, or alternately give us a call on 01749 871 155 or via our mobile number of 07482 267 439.